Hello everyone. So today let's discuss about prompt engineering. So what is a prompt engineering, prompt template, and what all are the basically what is prompt? So if you follow AI and AI technologies, so you might be hearing lot of times that they are in need. People are in need of prompt engineers and prompt templates. So this kind of terminology you might have heard many times. So let's go in deep so to understand what is prompt engineering and what is the different types of prompt templates and what are its uses and how a prompt engineer uh, what are the prompt engineer roles and responsibilities would be. So now let's say what is a prompt. So prompt, it is nothing but it is a input which we are providing to an language model. Here it could be an a chat gpt or llama or any other language model. So basically prompt engineering, it is a process of designing and creating effective instructions. So prompt is nothing but instructions to interact with the language model to generate the output, so in a desired way that we required. So that is called a basic definition of a prompt engineer. So here, as I said, it's an input, right? A prompt. So it consists of questions and instructions or statements, and we will be designing like in a form of template or tweaking it or modifying it or structuring it as per our need. So why do we need like a basically why to what's the importance of this prompt engineering? So let's LLM doesn't understand the context the same way the human do. So basically the way you structure or a prompt can significantly affect the results. So good prompt engineer helps to make a output more accurate and clear, and will helps the guide AI reasoning and formatting, and also it will help us to minimize the hallucination, but till certain point, or it makes us to provide a structured output. So um, so we have few techniques like few different types of prompt templates in the industry. We have in short learning, I mean, I can tell like zero shot learning, few shot learning, chain of thoughts, or react like reasoning plus action, and also few other role based learning, few different types of templates. So what is a prompt template? So as I said you, so prompt template is a reusable format or for writing a prompt when instructing an AI model. So I can show you here. So I have a few templates here. Let's say we are talking about a few short prompting. So this is a particular structure. So here see, let's see. So we have an instruction here, and we have an example, second example, third example, and we have our query here. So this is a particular structure, so which is provided for each and every sample. So here what we are instructing, so we are asking a LLM to provide an answer in such a way that whether the sentence is positive or negative. So if we don't provide these kind of examples, the LLM can also provide not only this positive or negative word. It may produce a long sentence, like it can tell that yeah, this sentence looks like a positive or this sentence look like a negative. So maybe in different format as well. So these kind of outputs or this kind of irrelevant inference to be avoided with the help of prompt templates. So I have a small program here to demonstrate the prompt engineering, like a prompt templates. So let's talk about prompt engineering at the end of this demonstration. So here nothing. I'm just using a basic template, like a basic code. I'm just like I will go through the code once before executing it. So here I am importing the OS and like a dot environment modules to like here I put my the API key in the environmental file. So to load that I'm using this dot environment package like load dot environment and operating system, and to write this one like I'm using a LangChain with OpenAI. So here I'm using I am writing all my templates in this particular file, in prompt template file. I'm also importing those. So I'm loading the environmental file and accessing the API key, and just wrote an if else condition. If anything goes wrong, we will be knowing that. And we are creating a client. So here we are using, as we discussed, like we are using OpenAI client. So that means like we are using an LLM like from a GPT. And so as here I didn't mention any GPT model, so it's going to use by default. So it's going to use the default model. And here I'm just taking a prompt into a template, and here I'm invoking the model with the help of OpenAI client which I created here. So and I'm printing the response. So let's see like few example, few templates. So as we said, like we have different types of prompt templates, right? So in those, few of them are zero shot prompting and few shot prompting. So what is zero shot for prompting? So let's see here. We are not providing any example. So we are just asking a query and asking it to provide an output. So let's see here. Example is translate this sentence into French. This is the statement, and this is the question that we want to translate. Here we didn't provide any input like any example that be in this particular structure or anything. So the LLM have to achieve the goal that it need to translate, but it may do in any format, or it may contain any other random text as well. uh, so so here the this is one like a zero shot, not providing any example. So here we have few shot prompting. So that means we are providing few examples. So based upon these examples, it will provide the next output, like next output for the next query. So this can also be called as in context learning. So based upon this information, the LLM can understand and what we and can provide its response. Here we are not updating any weight, but here we are updating its knowledge. Not permanently, but only for this particular query when we use this particular template. So here we are just, if you see, here we are just giving a plain question, like classify a sentence of sentiment of each sentence below as either positive or negative. So it's just a simple question. So we may have few different questions, like we may have different logical questions, like mathematical questions or physical questions, or maybe few different types of questions. So to achieve that, we may use different templates, like we can use chain of dots. So one of the um, good template is chain of dot. So basically it will instruct the model to think step by step, or like it will helps it to show its reasoning. So what's happening to solve the particular problem without being showing how, like what's happening. So I will show you an example. So here same, the chain of dots is same like a like here we are using zero shot chain of dots. That means like here we are not providing any examples, but we are asking it in the form of solve the question in step by step manner. So let's say here a few short chain of dots. So so you will be solving each math word problem by clearly showing your reasoning steps. Then provide the final answer. So here we are asking it to solve step by step. So in so if we ask in this way, in this particular way, the language model will solve the question in a step by step, like in each part. So first it is what it will be doing. So it will be reasoning like we have 15 trees, like they planted some, and like so like it will take this part, and then it will take this part, and it will see this part, it will try to identify this part. So here, like at the end the final answer is 6, but this is the reasoning it go through. It says that there was original 15 trees, so it's trying to understand, like it's a step 1. After planting there are 21 trees, so the number of trees is 21 minus 15 is equal to 6. So here what it's doing, it's calculating, it's solving each and every step and providing the output. This is one of the way. And we also have another template, which is an retrieval augment generation. So it is also a framework, we can tell that. So here what we are doing, we are providing the context. So this is the context, and we are asking the large language model to answer any particular question, this particular question, using this context. So it will answer, it will take the information provided here in this context and uses a query to solve it. It doesn't, if we want to utilize its own knowledge, like pre-trained knowledge, it can also do. But if we mention that you have to use only the provided context, it will only use that. So this template is called retrieval augment generation. And we have a role playing template, and like a structured output uh, prompting, like see here we are providing asking in the form of a JSON. So extract the key information from the following text and provide it in a valid JSON object. So we are asking to provide in a JSON format. So as I said, we also have like React reason plus act. That means first it will uh, do its search tools, like first to answer any question, so you must um, think and action and uh, observe steps. So this is what it's gonna do. So what it will be doing, action, what actions it can be take, like it can be search or finish answer. So this kind of actions it can be do. So now let's experiment with few of the templates. So I just wanna show you this one, how it's gonna work. So few short chain of dots, few short chain of dots. Let's execute this. Let's see here. So here we provided the prompt. So you will solve each math problem, and so this is the statement which we provided, and this is the example, right? So we gave a question. here this is the question. So what's the question? I bought a 10 apples, gave away 3, then bought 5 more. How many apples do I have now? So basically how a human will think, so step by step, right? So let's calculate 10, and we will be subtracting 3 from 10, and then we will be adding 5, right? So we are solving step by step, so we are asking the same way to solve it in steps. So let's see what his response is. So originally we have 10, and then we gave away 3, that means 10 minus 3 7. Then after buying 5 more apples, the total apples would be 7 plus 5 is equal to 12. So if if the language model solve this a step by step manner, then it won't lose the track of the solution. Now let's see with another example, retrieval augment generation. So let's say let's see the context what we are providing. So the Eiffel Tower was constructed from the from 1887 to 1889. So so here we are providing the context, and we are asking a question. So here what we are mentioning a statement. So you are an helpful assistant, use the following context to answer a user query. If the answer is not found in the context, say I cannot answer this question based on the provided context. Let's see, like whether we are asking a question which information was provided in here or not. Now let's see the model inference, what it could be. Oh, I might have done something wrong here. Okay, I haven't saved this, so I just missed the closing bracket. So the response is the original purpose of the Eiffel Tower was, so it was actually given in the context. So now ask a question, let's ask a question. So let's see whether it's gonna give a proper answer or not. So it's talking about Eiffel Tower, right? So let's ask about okay. Let's ask about how many oceans are there. Oceans are there in the world. Now let's ask this query. So we don't have this information in this context. Now let's compare the modal inference, how it would be. So I cannot answer this query based on the provided context. So the large language model have this particular information. So this query, the large if the large language uses its pre-trained knowledge, it can answer it. But here what we are doing, here we are asking it to use the context provided. Only only we are asking to answer from the context, not if it doesn't have the information in the provided context, then it have to answer that I cannot answer. So this is a another template. So you may ask, like we are having only these queries also in this way, right? So this is only for just searching. So during training we will be providing during training, or else like this is the template, like we will be using a particular format, like we will be having a variables here, so that the user query will be automatically embedded in this particular template, and this particular template will be followed to all the user queries. So I will show you an example. So if you see here, uh, see if you see here, so you are an expert in a field known for that this variable, help me. So this is a task. So here these are the variables. So these variables could be provided by the user. So whether the user can provide, like it's an AI, and known for its programming, and help me to solve this particular AI coding or something like that. So these kind of variables we will be providing. Then the AI, like all the inputs will be having the proper format. So in the same way, we will be using like the role based one, the role based prompting, or structured way prompting. Uh, so we use this kind of prompt templates in fine tuning, or pre, or also like pre training as well. So this is what a prompt template, and this is how a prompt engineer will use this type of a prompt template. So you could ask, like, so what does a prompt engineer do? So the prompt engineer roles and responsibilities would be like he need to write a new prompt templates, or he need to develop a few, like tweak the existing prompts, and have to provide in feedbacks how a model is behaving with a particular prompt template. So what are the findings of a different what are the findings from different prompt templates? So how a model is behaving, so whether we are achieving a proper response or not. So this kind of roles he will be having, like, and also he will be discussing with interacting with AI developers, or like data scientists, or this model developer, so that based upon the template they can fine tune the model. So that's how that's how the diverse, like the prompt engineering is. So I just want to show this one. Let's see this one. See, here we are asking to provide in a form of JSON format. So we have a context, and it provide it and responded in the form of JSON format only. So person name, company, position, location. So if we, so here we are mentioning a proper instruction to provide in a form of a JSON format. So that's what it have done. So in this way, we will be using the prompt templates. So that's it for this video.